How to build a high value lifestyle in Mexico City so you look, feel, and date like a high value man. First and foremost, it comes down to where you live. So, whether you're coming down on your initial exploratory trips or you've been here a handful of times and have realized, okay, I want to make a go at this thing, neighborhood is definitely the most important thing. Mexico City is a massive city. You can get some very good deals in some very not nice parts of town. However, especially when it comes to your social life, you want to be central to where everything is. You want something that's nice and safe and secure, somewhere that as you go more into your dating life, that there's not going to be any resistance in girls actually coming to your neighborhood. So in Mexico City, much like most of the country, your neighborhood is an instant signal of status and taste. Typically for foreigners, we recommend you go to some of the key neighborhoods: Condesa, Roma, Polanco. Condesa and Roma are more trendy type neighborhoods. There's a lot more going on, a lot more of a nightlife there if you're into that thing. I personally live in Polanco. It's more of a kind of older money neighborhood. All the corporate headquarters are here, embassies, consulates of multiple countries, banking type institutions, and whatnot. But there's a lot of other good neighborhoods too. Typically, my advice is to pick something along the perimeter of the park of Bosque Chapultepec, and that will get you in a good area. Make sure you get a clean, modern space over a big space. Mexico City is a major world city, so you're probably not going to get the largest apartments. However, get something nice and airy and open. That's what I did here. I'm on a higher floor, have a nice view facing the sun during the day, as you can see, illuminating my face. But overall, just a good, nice, comfortable living space, especially if you're going to make this your home, if you're not just a passer through, if you're going to make Mexico City your home base. And then stylize your apartment a bit: plants, lighting, scents, and so on. Upgrade your personal presentation. So, guys, a haircut, clean fade, or well groomed beard will go a very long way here. Skincare, grooming, fragrances are all a subtle flex. And when you come down to Mexico City, you'll see that for guys that are interested in things like spas or yoga or skincare or TRT, HRT, Botox, anything to what my goal is to age gracefully, that is all well available here in Mexico City. When it comes to your style, fitted clothes plus neutral colors over logos and trends. And Mexico City is a very trendy city. There are a lot of nice plazas where you can get clothing from really anywhere in the world. So think your Dubai style shopping malls. There are quite a few of them here as well, since Mexico City is indeed a world-class major cosmopolitan city. And then add a signature piece: boots, jacket, sunglasses. Personally, I usually just wear these V-neck, although this is a circle one, these types of t-shirts. Anything really goes nice over a physique that is fit. And you don't have to get too terribly trendy. However, depending upon the social circles you run with here, there are events or scenarios where you do need to dress a little more formalized. Me personally, I'm into sunglasses and I'm into fragrances. In terms of anything else, just okay, yeah, some slacks that fit, some shirts that fit, a couple nice jackets, and then make sure your footwear is on point too. Eat like a king. There is no secret that Mexico City has some of the world's finest dining. And guess what? You can get it for a relatively decent price. Dining less than $25, well, you can do that in Mexico City. And if you decide to keep the drinking at a minimum, it can get even cheaper. Now, Mexico City's full of local gyms, brunch spots, and plenty of date-friendly venues. Uh, Couple of social hubs plus work spots. And then you need to identify places of where you want to take a girl to go out, where to go solo, where to go in group type events, and so on. But Mexico City is a major world city. There is literally anything and everything you could possibly desire when it comes to food. And there is no shortage of food. It is quite good. It is quite affordable. And I think you will be very happy from a culinary perspective here. Stay in shape. And this really goes for anywhere in the world. The best thing you can do to invest in yourself, and it's nearly free, is to stay in shape. So when you come to town, join a gym. I always recommend Smart Fit. Get the Plan Black. That gives you access to any Smart Fit in Latin America. That's where I personally go, just because there are so many locations. They are close. They are convenient. I can go in and out whenever I want. However, there are nicer gyms, gyms such as Sports World, especially here in Polanco where I live. If you want more of that social network type aspect of your gyms as well. Me personally, I like to just get in, put in my headphones, work out real quick, get out, and not waste too much time. However, on the weekend, I might go to more of a social type gym and spend a good part of my day there as well. Show up well dressed, even to the gym. Now, you see here in this photo, I'm not necessarily well dressed, but don't be too terribly sloppy when you go to the gym, because the gym is a ripe place to meet women, especially if you're coming down with interest or focus in boosting your dating life. You want to make sure that you are presentable at all times. And then obviously, guys, going to the gym helps you build mental clarity, discipline, and presence. And it just makes you feel good. You just feel better after a workout. So you definitely want to carry that vibe into your dating life. Build a solid social circle. Who you hang out with ultimately will lead to who you attract, especially when it comes to your dating life. Choose quality. Now, when I first got here, and most guys that come here, they do the same thing. They think, oh, Mexico is so cheap. And then they go out every single night and then realize that, okay, doing bottle service every single night actually isn't that cheap. I fell into that camp too. I think just about every guy who comes down here, at least for their first month or so, usually does that. Now that I live here full time, I've been here for going on 5 years now. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I go quality over quantity. So curated dinners. We do private dinners where we hire private chefs, cool events. We have a formal dinner WhatsApp group as part of our larger network for guys that, okay, they want to go out and drop a little bit of money. We dress up a little more formal and we talk about interesting stuff. And actually, most of the time, we don't even talk about dating. It's business and finances and investing strategies and so on. Guys, mixed with locals and expats for max growth. There are a lot of cool locals here. For those who are new and haven't learned Spanish yet, that's fine. There's plenty of people, upper middle class and above, typically that have a good working knowledge of English. But feel free to step outside of your foreigner bubble a little bit, hang out with the locals, and then really get a true sense of what it is like to live like a Mexican. They're really fun people. You'll get invited to all sorts of cool stuff. They go out in very large mixed company social networks. So if you have a friend adopt you, then you'll meet a friend of a friend, and then a friend of a friend, a friend, and a friend of a friend. And you will notice something very quickly in Mexico City. Although it is one of the world's largest cities, everyone knows everyone. By the time you've been here for about a year, you'll find that you're bumping into people that know someone that knows someone that you met at some event or gala or what have you. So you really want to make sure that you put in an effort to build a solid social circle here. That will make living here just a more all-around balanced, fun experience. And be known as a guy who adds value. Show up, and for my rule, if I add value and I'm a new face to the group, just be interesting. Learn some decent social skills, learn how to move a conversation forward, just learn how to be not necessarily the life of the party, but just fun and outgoing and friendly, and opportunities will open themselves for you. When it comes to dating, date from abundance. You are in a massive, massive city with population density, which is what I always say is the key to a successful dating life. Now, dating apps are just one tool, so you don't have to over rely on them. That actually is my area of specialty, but you'll find that you mix the two worlds between your digital and analogs. So you can meet girls on dating apps, you go out, you make more friends, you expand your social circle, and then you'll get invited to more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. Also, make sure that you have a decent Instagram, since that is your calling card. However, you don't necessarily have to over rely on those. I advocate personally just a mixed balance of lead sourcing mechanisms. So whether that's day game, night game, social game, referral game, or digital online dating. You'll want to invite women into your world. Your lifestyle is your frame, so that is why we advocate really taking the time and effort to put together a really cool lifestyle. And you don't have to necessarily break the bank. That is likely why you are choosing, amongst other factors, to come to Mexico City in the first place. When you do start dating, let them experience your rhythm and not necessarily chase yours. And in general, just confident, social, fit men, they don't have to try so hard here. Really, in anywhere in the world, you don't have to try so hard once you have everything together. But in Mexico City, you especially get a leg up. So, are you ready to stop guessing and start thriving with a lifestyle in Mexico City? Well, we get guys real results real fast. So, if you want to take the next step, just click down below to a 1-minute quick application to see if we're mutually a good fit to work with you. We'll help you with relocation, dating, lifestyle support, getting set up in Mexico City so you can live better, date smarter, integrate faster. And the big thing, guys, I think a huge value of working with Joel and myself is that we have curated a very nice social circle of high net worth, high income, just high value guys already. We do all sorts of stuff throughout the week. There's always something going on. We'll help you learn the city and we'll help you level up. So we'll get you plugged in and ready to go. So we shall see you on the next video, or hopefully even better, down here in the heart of Mexico City. Cheers.